Hello, my friends, my beautiful friends. I'm back. It's Cindy, and I'm back after a few months of being away from this group. I have returned, and it feels good to be back here with you. Just briefly, for those of you that don't know what happened, in August, I was invited or asked to come and support my family in the U.S. And I was very excited to say yes. It's an honor to support my family, and it's an honor to be asked. So my husband and I went over for September, October, and a part of November, and dove in to supporting my beautiful family and the energy of the United States, which is quite different from New Zealand, as I am sure you can imagine. So between supporting my family and working with my private clients and taking care of myself, I had a very full calendar, very full days. And I knew that I needed to take care of myself, and so I let go of a lot of things, including this group, for a while. I knew it would be temporary. So thank you. Thank you for your patience. And I am back. I got home mid-November, dove into being with my son and his family. Holidays happened. I've spent time with friends, and now I'm back in my office and back fully focusing on you, on my business, and on supporting the world through this change. Happy 2021. Yes, it's a big, big year coming up. We are still in the transition of change in the world. Can you feel it? Can you see it? Not only in the U.S. politics and government, I really don't want to even give that much attention at all. But we're changing the energy. Everything's shifting on the planet. From a much more constricting, tight, power over, controlling way of being on this planet to much more spaciousness, a higher consciousness, more freedom, more individuality, more working together, opportunities, possibilities. Can you feel the difference there? It's a lot lighter. And we are in the change. We are in transition. We're at the beginning of the transfer of the age of Aquarius. We've been in the Piscean age, the much more male-dominated age, the revolution of equipment and hard work and all the things that needed to be happening. And now we're transferring on to the age of Aquarius, and it's much more feminine, still masculine. We still need to do things, but it's a much more feminine energy. It's much more swirly and light and open. And in any kind of change, in any kind of transition, there is chaos. There's turbulence. There's a lot of turbulence in the energy right now, and that's what we're feeling. Some people are resisting some of the old ways of being in that old paradigm, are resisting the change. And so they're really holding on tight. And so it's creating more and more turbulence. And those of us that are holding the energy, holding the space, and opening for the change, we're learning how to be the conduit to hold the energy, to hold the space for this change. That's what the term light worker is all about. To be the light, to hold a much lighter energy, not so constricted, but much more expansive. Much more expansive and high energy. It's a high vibe. So how are you doing with all of this? How are you navigating this changing terrain? It's a good question. What are some of the tools that you use for uncertainty, to navigate uncertainty, uncertain times? That's really important right now. I thought maybe I'd just give you a little bit of what I do and what I teach my clients to do during these times and any times of uncertainty, because if there's anything certain in our human experience, it's uncertainty. We have a lot of uncertainty to navigate through, whether it's big like this or day-to-day relationship, where we're going to live, what we're going to do for a career. We're always navigating through change, and change can be uncomfortable. So one of the things that I like to offer to create more space and more calm is the breath. The breath is something simple, it's free, it's accessible at any time. It's in you. And so when we can open up with the breath, it allows us to drop out of the head, the ego mind, the monkey mind of worry and doubt, of things that we can't control. Because the ego, although it's very helpful in many things, it's not helpful with things that cannot be controlled. And that right now is what we're going through. Transition, change, turbulence. We have to just ride the wave and be the light and be the conduit for the light, so that we do raise up into the spaciousness, into the light of new beginnings, of the new world. That is what the age of Aquarius is all about. And so I want to invite you right now to just play with me. The first step to knowing when to use the breath is knowing when you're feeling constricted and tight, when you're frustrated, when you're in fear, when you're in confusion, worry, doubt. That's a time to drop out of your head and into your body. So the first thing you could do before you do that is to, make sure you've taken care of all of the linear things that you need to do. That's where the head is valuable. Make a list of all the things you need if you're getting supplies in case, we have another lockdown. Make sure that you are supplied up and take the action to get that. If you're thinking about what do I do if my house gets on fire, make a plan. Okay, those are the things that your head is really good for. Strategizing, planning, and anything that's linear, communicating. But then, after you've done all of those things, and you're still spinning in your head and grasping on, but what if, and the worry and the doubt and the fear, and there's nothing more you can do, that's the time to drop out of your head and into your body with your breath. So take a moment now with me and just breathe your eyes closed and take a nice, deep, diaphragmatic breath into your belly, if you can, to the count of 8. And then a nice, long exhale, releasing any stress or tension that you're holding in your body to at least a count of 8. And I encourage you to do that for as long as you need to come into the present moment, into your body, breathing in, oxygenating your blood, and then breathing out and releasing any stress or tension with that long exhale. And after you do several of these inhales to the count of 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really engaging the whole body with the inhale, breathing deeply, and then exhaling completely, slowly and completely, until all the oxygen is out of your body. And do that really focusing on your breath over and over again until you feel like you're there. And then what I like to offer is maybe doing a little body scan, just starting at the top of your head, maybe starting at your brow, or behind your eyes and scanning for places where you're holding tightness, where you're constricted and tight, and just breathing into those places. I find that the places that I tend to hold tightness in my body are behind my eyes, in my jaw, in my shoulders and neck, my back. So just do a body scan and just gently breathe into those tight places, oxygenating the cells and the area around those tight areas with your inhale, and then releasing any stress or tension that you're holding there with the exhale. Sometimes it takes more than 1 or 2 or 3 breaths in some of those tighter areas. But it's a beautiful way to relax and open that spaciousness that I'm talking about. And being in the present moment of what is. Really being in the light and lightening up inside of your body with the breath. Other places that I notice I hold tension is in my stomach. Quite often anxiety will be in your stomach or in your chest. Breathing into those areas in particular, really breathing in to the count of 8, oxygenating the cells, breaking up that tension or that constriction, and then releasing all the tension, constriction, and stress with the exhale, and just see it going like a dark cloud out of your body. And just feeling your body sink deeper and deeper into your seat. Great. It's so important to use the breath to drop into your body and into the expansiveness of who we are. We are expansive, love, and light beings. And to release the tension and the stress that's creating the tenseness and the condensedness in our body and in the world. It's time to lighten up, and it starts with us. Always starts with us. And then you can breathe into the planet and just breathe into the spaciousness and the openness of the planet. Be the light. But you must be the light here before you can be the light in the world. It always starts with you first. So breathe into your body. Release the concentration, release the constriction, the denseness in your body, and feed it with light. Another way to do that is to, after you've done your breathing and you've lightened up with your exhales and your inhales and your exhales, then I suggest you put your hand on the center of your chest and you breathe into the center of your chest. This is your sacred heart. This is the portal to your soul, to the more real of who you are. This is where your love is. You are a loving light being. And so breathe into the center of your heart, taking those nice, big, expansive breaths into the sacred heart, expanding with the inhale and releasing with the exhale. I often like to see a little candle and a light flickering on the candle. And every time I breathe in, the candle and the light on the candle gets brighter and brighter. This is the light within you. And I like to envision beautiful pink, swirling light of love. And with each breath that you breathe into your sacred heart, this opening expands, the light expands, the love expands, until it completely surrounds you into a bubble of light and love. It doesn't take long. With practice, you can go there just with your intention. This is spaciousness. This is light, expansive energy that creates the inner peace that we all long for, especially during times of change. One of your most potent and powerful tools, your breath and your imagination. First for you, then for the world. All right, that's all for now. Lots of love. I'll be back with so much more. Until next time, many blessings, dear one. Bye for now.